What's going on, everybody? Good morning. When I mean to tell y'all the devil is busy and he's trying to get a negative reaction out of you, he is busy and he is trying his best to get a negative reaction out of you because you've just been so peaceful, you've been so calm, you've been doing what you're supposed to be doing, you haven't been in no arguments, you ain't been in no altercations. You're not stooping down to nobody's level. You haven't did it in a long time. Y'all see the title. Y'all see my hair. It's jacked up. It's jacked up. My nails is jacked up. I have to literally redo my nails, redo my hair because I got into a fight today. Physical fight with the opposite gender. My hands, they bisexual. They don't discriminate. And this is not me trying to glorify it because God says to be slow to anger, be slow to wrath. Listen, y'all, and I tell y'all, okay, because it's not about me. I show y'all at first, I'm like, let me do my hair, do my nails, let me, pretty it all up. But this is how you look. Y'all seen that video yesterday. This is how you look when you're not holding your peace. I'm laughing because I don't fight no more. I swore I said, listen, I'm not about to relive 2025, 2024, 2023. I told y'all the other day, I said, my hair been growing. I haven't been cursing nobody out. I haven't been fighting. I've been on my best behavior. You've been on your best behavior. And the devil, he's trying to destroy everything that you and God created. When I tell y'all need to protect your peace. And I know we all say protect your peace. We all say protect your energy. But you're going to have people that's going to try to say little sly remarks. Somebody is going to always be somebody that's going to always have something to say. Some of y'all are in positions where or events or jobs or whatever the case may be, and you have to run across these people or live with these people and run across these people every single day. Let's talk about holding your peace and protecting your energy when you got to deal with these people every single day, because we don't talk about that enough. Speaking of jobs, I had to leave one job. That one job, y'all probably seen the videos, and I had on like that my blue uniform working in healthcare. I had to leave that job. And then when I left the job, I had to hold my peace because, and again, this is not me preaching in anger, but I'm like, you know what? The devil is not about to have me drained and then laying in the bed all day because I'm tired. I just got out of a fight. I'm tired. Like, it's given, I had to fight all my life. Okay? All my life, I had to fight. That one job I had to leave because and then left without them even paying me. Now I know how to get my money. If I gotta fight, I gotta cuss people out. Like, people don't like to fight. This is not me trying to glorify y'all. I swear. Like, you have people that will try to bring out the worst in you. You don't argue with nobody. You're a peaceful person. You can go all day without talking because a lot of times if no one's praying or you're not saying an encouraging word or you're not talking about nothing or positive things, there's nothing to talk about. A lot of times when people are talking, they're negative. I just did a video on this. I feel like when I be saying these prophet words, not only is it to talk to y'all, but sometimes I do these prophecy words, these messages, and I just did this video yesterday, and I had to leave that job. I knew how to get paid. I knew how to get in touch with the supervisor who thought he was the boss. But sometimes when you're holding your peace, you don't have it's hard because people are going to try to make you check yourself or make it seem like you need to check yourself, like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. There are a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Didn't want to pay me because he was being petty and mad about something else, it don't matter. You still have to pay people. People just have no respect. They're negative. They're jealous. They don't got no manners. And that job that I was at, I just got tired of going back and forth because the thing about it is, God would never leave you to any confusion. And I feel like whenever stuff is leading to confusion, if there's no peace, God is not in it. I don't care if that's a job. I don't care if that's a relationship. I don't care if it's a friendship. And even if it seems like the situation is difficult, you feel like you're running out of solutions, you feel like you don't know what to do, you feel like helpless sometimes, that's when you have to really let go and let God and trust the process, trust the situation, and just hold your peace. And I know it's annoying. I know people don't, it's not like you're settling for less or people can't respect your boundaries, but sometimes you have to just bite your tongue to get to where God is trying to take you. That's also part of the spiritual warfare. I don't know when the last time I fought somebody, and it's this one same person that I fought the last time. And I don't like saying those words. I'm a woman, you're a woman, even if you're a man, you don't want to, people will literally try to bring out the worst in you. And it's the same people. They live in a life of confusion. They mad at their life. They don't pray. They're not including God in nothing. If they even believe in God, nothing in what they're doing. No spiritual, no prayer life whatsoever. What the heck am I doing talking to them? What the heck am I doing fighting them? And fighting on the flow. Like Lotto said, listen, the wig was backwards. Like the wig was backwards. You see the nails, and this is not, I know it's not cute. I'm about to redo my nails, redo my hair. Y'all seen the video yesterday? I was fine. Some of y'all, like, people be wanting to bother y'all, and excuse me, because I'm also congested. And this is not me trying to complain and project my problems onto y'all, because it's not like, oh, I need to rant. Because, y'all, when y'all watch Jeek's videos, you can transfer spirits through the phone. This is not me trying to, let me put my problems out on somebody. No, because at first, the enemy, the devil, he wanted me to lay up in this bed and feel helpless all day. No, I'm not feeling helpless. It's just God is taking you so high. Like, he really is. Like, you've been looking amazing, feeling amazing. You haven't been, you're not letting people bring out the worst in you. Like, to where you're on the floor fighting, wig is backwards. Or for the men out there, holes in your shirt. We was going round for round because, listen, I didn't lose. Okay? Listen, I told y'all could not fight the enemy. When the devil, he comes to kill, steal, and to destroy. And now y'all kind of see why people get knocked out because of their mouth. And this is not me trying to justify wrongdoings. No, because as a chosen one, it's so hard to have to be the bigger person spiritually. You're moving around, you're minding your business, but how about this? How do we protect our peace and protect our energy, like we always say, when the drama is coming to you? You minding your business. You doing what you have to do. The same people who ain't minding their business, they not doing what they supposed to do. They miserable, they not praying. They got a spirit of confusion, division, they're chaotic, they're negative. It's like they keep coming back until you knock them out. And after today, I'm just not doing that. I'm not. I refuse to be depleted. Some of y'all are like, listen, I refuse to be depleted. That one job I just let go. I know how to get my money. But if I gotta, listen, I'm not about to curse nobody out. I'm not about to destroy my reputation over a couple of dollars. I don't care if it was $1 million. It's the principle. And if I have to get out of character, if you have to get out of character, it's not worth it. It's confusion. It's an enemy. It's a distraction. And it's a spiritual attack from the enemy. God is not in it. If it's already starting to be confusion, the conversation started to in confusion, it's a misunderstanding, and the more you keep trying to go, and the more you try to chase it, it's just a matter of time. I just said it last night. That big gap is stooping down to people's level, enemies' level, and it's a matter of time before y'all just bump heads. And as a woman, as a person, it just doesn't feel good. And as a woman, yes, we're feminine, we're soft, submissive, and vice versa for men. But some people, listen, you have to earn stuff in life. You have to earn respect. And y'all know what? We cannot change people. And I'm focusing on what God has for me. We got to focus and continue to focus on what God has for us. Because for that minute, when we don't hold our peace, and we don't hold our tongue and just let people get away, I know it's hard. Some of y'all cut people off, but if y'all in a situation to where, you got to deal with these people every day, I know it's not over until God said it's done. But fighting, saying something slick back, trying to have people put respect on your name, let God fight those battles. I know it sounds easy to just sit down and not say anything and continue doing what you have to do, because that's why they bothering you. They wouldn't be bothering you, like they say, thieves don't break into empty houses. They wouldn't bother you if you wasn't really getting nothing done and doing what you're supposed to be doing. You got people that love to find flaws in people. See, I'm not a person to where, as a chosen one, we're going to try to find the best in people, potential in people. And we've been stopped looking for potential in people, but that don't stop us for praying for people. That don't stop us for wanting the best for people. You got some people, you doing so good, they always want to complain about what you're not doing. And what you're not doing, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And whatever you're not doing, that's nobody's business. It's irrelevant. It doesn't even matter. It's just something for them to complain about. It's something to deplete your energy and just deplete your peace and lose your peace about. Something to stoop down to the enemy's level about eventually. Because then here it is, you're going back and forth with people that are committed to misunderstanding you. And when I mean you got to be the bigger person, that's why whenever we be watching the news, I know we annoying when the camera keep going back and forth. People on the news, because people cannot watch their mouth. You don't know what people are going through. And chosen ones, we have to remember that, you're a child of God. You're a child of God. I wake up this morning, I'm grateful. You're grateful. You're thankful. You're not complaining. You happy for what you do have. You're not worried about what you don't have. And what you don't have, it's just a matter of you getting it done. But y'all see people on the news, because I got my charger. Y'all see people on the news because they had it up to here. You don't know what people are going through. And see, I don't think I'm the baddest. You don't think you the baddest. You got some people, they think they the baddest. They think they the toughest. Until they get around somebody else who think they the baddest and think they the toughest. And it's just a matter of time before somebody ends up on the news. And unfortunately, in hell or heaven. And see, that's what the devil wants. He wants to draw more souls to him. He wants you to turn into a pillar of complete salt. Literally. If you got to be more productive, if you have to leave the job, leave the event, cut people off, not talk to people no more. I get it. Our ways are not like God's ways. But it seems like the minute you give somebody the split second time of the day, You know, people are committed to misunderstanding you. They love to bring out the worst in you because all people see is the best in you. All you doing is the best. All you showing is the best version of yourself. So to them, it's like, let me bring out the worst version of him. Let me bring out the worst version of her. And I showed y'all this video before I do my hair up and stuff like that. You know, I was upset earlier and I just got up out the bed because the enemy, he wants to project that spirit of heaviness, that spirit of being helpless, like you're alone on you, and just start getting to your mind. And I'm like, you know what? You're not about to drain my energy, deplete me of my peace, and then take away, try to slow me down from my calling or slow you down from your assignment. People want you to go back. Honestly, after today, I'm not fighting nobody. And I'm strong, y'all. Listen, I be in the gym. I told y'all it was the opposite gender too. My hands are bisexual. And it's not me. That's not me though. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Look at my voice. I don't even be yelling. You're not an argumentative person. When you was arguing with people, it was the same people that was committed to misunderstanding you. And that's why God say it's not the fastest runner, but it's the person that endures to the end. Now y'all see why people it's so crucial, and it's in subtle ways to just don't say nothing, move around, go for a ride, get busier at the job, because soon. It was not going to stop. We think spiritual warfare is going to stop. It's not going to stop. And then once you're angry, that's where the devil, he has people where he wants them. Because when you're angry, you're not yourself. You have a spirit of anger. That's why God said be slow to anger and wrath. Continue to hold your peace. Because people, they have the tendency to provoke you. These narcissists, they say stuff and do stuff to run that blood pressure up. And honestly, today, I just was not having it. But you know what? I'm going to have to start having it. If I want to have what God has for me, and if I want to continue to have my freedom and have my peace of mind and have my energy, let people have it. Because if I keep on, I'm just showing y'all an example of what God can do. I'm just showing y'all an example of what the enemy can do. And this ain't even really what he wanted to do. He wants somebody on the news. He wants somebody to go to the lake of fire with him. That's what he really wants. He wants somebody on the news. He wants, especially someone like you. People want to provoke you. They want to humiliate you. They want to defame your character publicly and play victim. Like they're not who they say they are, and they want to destroy your reputation. These are the same destiny swappers. They try to destroy your destiny. They tried to destiny swap you. They couldn't destiny swap you. People are mad about that. People are waking up mad. They waking up mad at the world. They mad at themselves. They mad at their life, but they don't want to change. They don't want to find God. They don't want to pray. They don't want to have no respect. They don't got no manners. And then wonder why you see why people get knocked out right in their mouth. Because people can't control their mouth. But I know one thing. I'm not about to be locked up because what? I can't protect my peace. You have to set, you're an example of what God can do. What? Be locked up because somebody provoked you, and I get it. It's like they want to get under your skin. They want to make your blood pressure rise up and make your blood boil. Especially if you had a job where it's all the time. But you're making ends meet. You have a vision. God gave us a vision, and everybody's vision, everybody's calling and assignment is different in our lives. But we now know people are not our assignments no more. There is nothing left to say to people. That just motivates us. That's the confirmation right there to keep on going. Continue to keep on living your best life and not feel bad for it. They sitting there in the corner, mad. That's on them. I turned my life around. You turned your life around. You gave it all to God. You sacrificed. You're not working in the streets no more. You're making honest money. See, when people also get your blood pressure up and they take your peace and take your energy and they bring out the worst in you and now you fighting people, it makes you want to go back to your past. It makes you forget about the present, and it makes you forget about the future that God has for you. Look how far you've came. People are still in the same position. They're stagnant. They didn't change not whatsoever. The whole time you've been with them. The whole time you've been at the job. Family members, friends. You just been cutting people off, even when it comes to business. But there's going to be some type of spiritual warfare. I don't even like cussing people out. Some of y'all, you don't like raising your voice. I mean, I was so tired. That fight had me so tired. I laid down, but went to sleep. Just did my hair. Just got my nails and my toes done. It's like the minute that God just gloss you all up, the enemy wants to just rip you all apart. And then when you give people a piece of your mind, they want to play victim and act like you said this and you did this. They want to put it all on you. So you know what? Not only are you protecting your peace and protecting your sanity and protecting your energy, you are protecting your reputation. Don't even give people a chance to say you did this and say you did that. I'm leaving people where they are. I don't care if the vibe is uncomfortable. I don't care if people get mad. I don't have nothing to say. Because you know why? Whenever they say something, I told y'all yesterday, it's always something negative. That one job, I could have ran down there it's right in Philadelphia. Ain't gonna say the names. Ain't gonna gossip. I could have went down there and got my money if I wanted to. But if I gotta cuss people out, God will warn you before destruction. See, God is showing you the people you trying to see in certain areas is different. Even if you're going through a court case or you're going through something, there's still a peaceful way to go about things. If it means you're losing money because you got to go through confusion to get it, God got some other money for you, and you're going to have peace with it. See, when God blesses you, not only is it exceedingly and abundantly, you're going to have peace with it. You're not going to have to keep on looking over your shoulder for it. You're not going to have to destroy your reputation for it. You're not going to have to deplete your energy and drain your energy and feel helpless for it. I don't care if it's a relationship, a job, friends, family. God has other people on the other side waiting to love you correctly, waiting to respect you. Just like all of us up here. I didn't even get a chance to even read the comments from yesterday. Just drained. Cursing people out, that's draining. Fighting people, that's draining. Like literally bumping heads. I'm not doing it no more. And at that job, I left because you know what? It's for me, some of y'all, it's a respect thing. The Bible say, move in silence, speak when spoken to. Sometimes you can't even speak when spoken to because people are speaking witchcraft. Child, they speaking spells. They speaking negativity. They always speaking about what you're not doing. I don't feel like hearing that. You don't feel like hearing that. You're being obedient the best way you can. You're doing what God is telling you to do. You don't listen. I'm not doing what people are telling me to do. I'm not in the business of pleasing people. You're in the business of pleasing God. And what God don't want you doing, and you will know what he does and don't want you doing. You're going to feel it. God don't want you cursing people out. God don't want you in no confusion. God don't want you to risk being in a predicament to where you're behind bars for the rest of your life or somewhere being unalived. He will warn you before relationships, marriages. Sometimes it takes that bad relationship just to teach you, or that bad marriage or that bad job, just to teach you a lesson about what you don't want in life. Just to help you understand, to get an understanding in God's ways. Like, he's really love and peace. But, heaven and hell is real. So we do have spiritual warfare. The devil, he's roaming around first thing in the morning. I didn't even eat breakfast yet. Well, I did have one little tiny thing. But I didn't even eat breakfast yet. Some of these bosses, these managers, these people. And some people, they just listen. They had it to their wits' end. And when these people, they go to jail and stuff like that, or they knock somebody out, they in that spirit of anger, because people have a problem with their mouth. And they don't learn a lesson until you knock them out. But how does that look on you? Because see, now you're in jail. Now you're not being the woman and the man that God wants you to be. You work all these years to not be that woman and not be that man that you was years ago. And these are the same people that are bringing out the worst in you. They haven't changed. You continue to pray for people. People need prayer in their lives. But you know what? There's nothing you can do. You going to the gym, you waking up, you're having water, tea, coffee, toast, eggs, or breakfast, or whatever you have for breakfast. You praying that God woke you up this morning. You're dealing with your responsibilities. You're taking care of business. You going to work. You got enough going on in your personal life as it is, but you're not even stressing, because guess what? You're too busy being thankful, grateful. God is just making ways out of no ways for you. It's just that same person. And you know what? I'm going to just completely ignore people. Completely just move myself around and just not care about it. Sometimes the chosen ones, we can be empaths and we can care. But people want you to keep on the same people that disrespect you, the same people that are negative. They bring out the worst in you. They lash out at you. They say witchcraft and spells. You're not going to do that. They want to argue with you. Are the same people that always beg. When you do ignore them and you give them a taste of their own medicine, then they want to come back because for another spot and chance in your life. Make it harder. Close that door, like I say, close that door and keep it shut. I'm not breaking my nails. I'm not messing up my toes. My voice is cracking. I'm congested. I should be able to get up and reply to all of y'all comments. I appreciate y'all so much. I gotta redo my hair. Some of y'all gotta buy more clothes or just go for a ride, or you don't smoke no more. You stop being a heavy drinker, or whatever your situation may be. And you don't have time for people to make it harder on you. Here it is. You're not making it harder for other people. So they want to make it harder for you. They're jealous. They're envious. After what people did to you, you forgive them. You love on them. Listen, I'm not about to go to jail. I'm not about to go to hell. I want to get to my promise. You want to get to your promise, and you want to go to heaven. And ask yourself, when people want to argue with you, and they want to say little slick stuff, little sly remarks, again, and it accumulates. They keep on saying it till somebody knock them in their mouth, and then they start crying. Now you the bad guy. You got to ask yourself, if what I'm about to say and what I'm about to do, is it going to give me a better chance at going to heaven or hell? You're going to find your answer. You got to catch yourself sometimes. And it's just best to just not talk to these types of people at all. I don't care how awkward it is. It ain't awkward to me. I get it. We can be empaths. We care. So we care a lot about how other people think and feel. They don't care about how you feel. I don't care if it's awkward. I don't care if they think I'm mad at them, or people know what they did. People know what they say. People know the fruits that they bear. They know you are a child of God, and they want to call you every name in the book but a child of God. I will be quiet as a mouse. I will not say a word. You know your worth. You know the kind of woman, the chosen queen that you are. You know the kind of man and the chosen king that you are. I'm not running out of breath. I'm not about to defame my own character and have yourself out here looking crazy, trying to have people recognize, trying to have people remember. Because people like to forget. Having meaningless conversation. Like, don't tell me what I'm not doing, because guess what? You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And it's not that you're not afraid to take constructive criticism. People, no, you're not crazy. No, they trying to provoke you. They trying to argue with you. They see you peaceful. You doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not doing, you're just going higher and higher in life. And they wonder why they still at the same level, because they're not praying. Look at the fruits that they're bearing. I told this person today, you are chaotic. You are. You're chaotic. I'm peaceful. Why am I talking to you? There's nothing for us to even talk about. You ain't talking about business. And it's not about the money. Forget the money. You ain't talking about God. You ain't talking about prayer. You ain't talking about nothing positive. Nothing about laughter. Absolutely nothing. People have no respect whatsoever. If you can't respect me, if they can't respect you as a woman, as a man, I don't care. There's nothing that needs to be said. I don't care how awkward it is. I don't care how they might be feeling. I don't care. Because what about how you feel? See, God cares about how you feel. And for a minute, it may feel like a burn, like, I really want to say this, I really want to say that. But you're going to feel much better knowing that you stand your ground. You're continuing to stand on business. Understand, they're jealous. When people are jealous, like I told y'all yesterday, they're never going to stop being jealous. They're never going to stop competing with you. They're forever jealous. They're forever competing with you. And you only got to where you are right now because of God. But that requires sacrifice. That requires taking self-accountability. That requires a whole 360 in life. That requires going through the spiritual warfare. People ain't got no respect. You have respect. Going through spiritual warfare is it can be complicated at times, because the devil, he want to attack your health. You might feel congested or have a sore throat like me, or he wants to go after not only your all this stuff, whether it's your health, your peace, your mind. You need your mind to do everything. You start having pains in your back. He want to go after your self-esteem, your confidence. He want to take your strength by depleting your energy and draining you to go after your promise, your destiny. He wants somebody in jail. He wants somebody in hell. Especially the chosen ones. You and God, y'all worked so hard, so long, all these sleepless nights, all this inner spiritual work. And the devil, he wants you to throw it all away. He wants you to just feel helpless and so depleted. And he wants you to just get into your mind and give up on it. The devil, he wants you to give up. And in a sense, when you give people a piece of your mind, it's like, okay, you had it up to here. You ain't taking no mess. You're giving up because you're giving up by not holding your peace. I got nothing to say to people no more. If you can't respect me, you don't know how to talk to me, you're negative, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not. Sometimes, like yesterday, Sometimes we may think, oh, let me have a conversation, or let me influence energy, or let me. People wake up in the morning, they want to complain. Ain't no good morning. Ain't no thank you, God, for waking me up. Like, y'all live completely two different lifestyles. Tell people, teach me something that you don't know. They telling you everything that you do know. They don't even know nothing. They've been living the same life for years. The same miserable, the same draining, meaningless life, demonic life for years. And they love to provoke other people. They love to put other people down. And they usually put people down like you that have something going for yourself. Whenever you want to say, the big dreams you have, they want to find a way to shoot that down. Whenever you're feeling good, looking good, smelling good, talking good, smiling good, health is right, they want to find a way to put you down. Talk about what you're not doing, what you should be doing. How about what they should be doing? They should be getting right with God. It's a whole lot of stuff that you could be schooling them on and talk about what they could be doing, but you're not that kind of a person. You don't have a negative mindset. You're chosen. The God in you, you see the good in people. You have winning energy. You're so anointed. You have so much favor. Even those who aren't anointed, you're a positive person. You're a happy person. Leave miserable people, unhappy people, avoid them at all costs. Leave them where they're at. They jealous of you. They still hating on you. It's been 5, 10, 15 years. Just ignore them. Hold your peace. I'm not beating people up. I don't even like doing that. You don't even like how that makes you feel. Just imagine how demonic these people are, how jealous they are, how envious they are, how sorry they are, that it makes them feel good to put you down, to try to break you down. It's sick. They need God himself, Jesus himself. They do. And they know they do. But they ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't got nothing to say to people, certain people. There's nothing to say. They don't know how. People are so disrespectful. They ain't got no manners. They don't know how to say good morning. You can't even say good morning to people. You can't say good morning to people. You can't, you hold the door open for people. They want to look at you crazy. It's like the people that, it's like the people, y'all, whenever you have manners, it's like the ones that have manners, the ones who don't have manners and the ones who don't have respect, they want to look at people that do have manners and do have respect and do have common sense. They want to look at us like we crazy. Something wrong with us. No, something wrong with you. Something wrong with them. I'm not teaching nobody how to have common sense. I'm not teaching nobody nothing. I don't got nothing to say to people. That don't mean I'm mad. But you know what? They know what they said. They keep proving to you more and more who they are. I'm not giving people, you're not giving people the time of the day. You got to keep yourself looking beautiful. Keep yourself looking handsome. They want to hate on that. That's their problem. They want to be jealous of you because what? Your hair done? You got a haircut? Your nails done? You got some new sneakers on? What? You making money? You happy? You blessed? Highly favored? Anointed? Positive? You got joy? You're not stressing? You got peace? Because God going to take care of it? Like what? They hating on you because of that? You got favor, so you get helped out in life and blessed regardless. You on to bigger and better things. You're not stunting them no more. They not your assignment no more. You moved on to bigger and better. So what? They want to hate on you. They want to compete with you. They want to try to make you confused because they confused. So after today, we still in the beginning of 2026. Okay? That's what I mean. When you got to protect your peace, protect your energy, protect all of what God is doing for you. And now you see why God slowly blessed you. Because look at all these Judases. Look at all these blessing blockers. Look at all these people that can't wait to take what God is doing for you. God knew that. And it's been a while since I really preach, But we got to do this every single day, because a lot of times, we can't forget about God. We can't get, to a certain point of life and then forget about God, or not talk about God as much, or pray as much. We need prayer more than we think. You arguing with somebody, you cussing somebody out, you fighting somebody, like literally fighting somebody because you ain't pray. Because I didn't pray. I'm forgetting, that your destiny is bigger than these people. Yeah, you be kind to your enemies, but you know what, y'all? I'm protecting my peace at all costs. I don't got nothing to say. Because whenever people say something, listen, I'm not about to drain myself. All this energy right here, that can go into the gym. That can go, some of y'all got to go to work, or taking care of your kids, or just being happy, just other things that's serving a purpose in your life. People ain't talking about nothing. They ain't got nothing going on. They negative. They jealous, still jealous, gonna forever be jealous. You cannot change them. They're not your assignment anymore. I'm gonna just be so real with y'all. Because we do hair, makeup, all that kind of stuff. And the people, whenever they see y'all looking good, and not only is about the look, but without all that stuff, your aura, you positive. Energy vampires, they want your energy. Like, I never felt so depleted. You're all the way up here, and they want to take you all the way down to their level. Literally. I said, I refuse to be depleted, go through all that, and lay in the bed all day and not get nothing done and not be on my assignment. Yeah, okay. The devil is a liar, and the truth is not in him. We still in the beginning of 2026. I was going to, some of y'all wonder why, it's like it's a hard time, not finding a relationship, because some of y'all probably not even looking for a relationship, but people, they don't got no respect. Like, just to be friends, just to go to certain jobs, they got no respect for people. They ain't got no respect. I don't care how people was being raised. You're grown. People don't know how to learn from their mistakes, treat people right, try. Instead of them doing the work, they want to project and blame other people, and people get sick and tired of that. So they end up unalived, fighting for their life, or in jail. Just was angry and waking up, not even remembering how they even got there. All because someone else, couldn't control their mouth, but see, they couldn't control their anger. You got to stay literally prayed up. Avoid these people. And it's not like, oh, you avoiding people, you don't got no self-control. God is showing you, people ain't waking up saying good morning. People ain't waking up having a good morning. People ain't waking up praying. People ain't got no prayer life. People don't believe in God. They ain't got no spiritual, no prayer life whatsoever. They ain't got no respect whatsoever. They waking up, they complaining. They mad at the world. They life not going right, because look at the fruits that they're bearing. They want to get different results in life, but not do the work. They want to make fake, deceiving, temporary changes. Well, you get temporary results. They thought stuff was working out. It don't work out. There's no shortcuts. You have to do not the physical work. You have to do the spiritual inside work. You have to try. People ain't trying. They've been bearing the same fruits for years. You ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't got nothing to do with that. I cannot change people. I'm not Ayala. Ayala fix my life. Even Dr. Phil. You can't. We ain't God. And the people don't care how much money it is. It's not enough millions to pay you When you ain't got no peace, how can you even enjoy the millions? You can't even enjoy it. I need my peace. You need your peace to get work done. You need your peace to do that business, and not even to get stuff done, but to do it right. See, when you like to do stuff right. If you watching me, it bothers you when stuff isn't done right, but I get it. We're not a perfectionist. It bothers you when stuff is not how it should be. Sometimes it even bothers you where you feel like you're not where you should be in life, but you're going to get there. It's a process. And God has such a big, big blessing, a big, big future for you. It's coming. But we got to get through the spiritual warfare. And honestly, y'all, we don't got to do much. Just hold your peace. God is taking care of people. He's taking care of you. He's taking care of them. He's taking care of the whole world. That's how powerful he is. He knows what's going on. God is real. He is absolutely real. And sometimes when we're not really prayed up enough, or, you may forget about God a little bit, you go back to this point where I'm at and you start preaching how you should be preaching again. You start remembering, listen, what God gave, God can take it away. We cannot forget who's the creator, who's the real provider, who's really in control. All these narcissists, all these bosses, these supervisors want to be the boss. They want to be the boss. And they want to be in control. People have a control problem. They're disrespectful. They have a control problem. I mean, absolutely crazy. And they want to call you crazy. They want to act like something is wrong with you because you knocked them out. Yeah, that was a little crazy. But that's not who I am. And I get it. People give you a reason to do it, but there's consequences. On all ends of the spectrum, there's consequences. I'm not fighting no more. I'm not breaking my nails no more. Listen, God gave you some money. You got your hair cut, nails done. You starting your business. You and your calling. You're not going through what you was going through a year or two ago. People want you to go through all that mess again. They want to keep taking you through there. They do. They absolutely do. So I'm going to continue to hold my peace. When the devil want to knock you down, you get back up. And you are getting back up. You might cry a little bit. You got a bruise here and there. You'll be okay. And to leave these people alone. Differentiate, distinguish who you are. I said to myself, people are negative. What am I doing? And it's not to be like conceited, but people are not of you. They're not positive whatsoever. They have no respect whatsoever. They're disrespectful. They're negative. They're not bearing fresh fruit. They're miserable because they refuse to change their life around. They refuse to believe in God. They refuse to pray. They refuse to apologize. They bitter. They mad at the world. They mad at you. They want to blame you for all your problems. That one job ain't want to pay me. Being petty, it don't matter. You still got to pay people their dues. People don't want to pay people their dues. They probably owe other people money. They in mess. They not living their life how they should be living their life. And they mad at themselves. And instead of taking all that pain and taking all that hurt and putting it on themselves, they say hurt people. They want to take it out on other people. Well, guess what? You ain't finna take it out on me. Guess what? I'm not going to be around. I'm pronouncing this, listen, around, capital A. I will not be around. I am completely moving in silence. You talk to people. Listen, I'm talking to you if you're positive. I like to laugh. I'm peaceful. I do not like to yell. You don't like to yell. You don't stress. You worry about stuff when it's time to worry about it. You got some people, they want to ask you all types of confusion questions just to have you in a confused, disoriented mindset. Here it is. You know what you're supposed to do. You have a clear mindset. And it should not have to take all of this. And that's why people got to go through karma. That's why life got to humble people. Is God rejection for his protection? But okay, God let y'all fight today. Nobody gonna get hurt. But once you get tired, you'll get sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay, now you ready to pray? Okay, now you ready to preach? Okay, now you understand what he's trying to say, what God's trying to say. Now you hear. People don't hear nothing until they got to go through karma. People don't hear nothing until, guess what? Life got to humble them. Then they hear it. Then they hear all of what you was trying to say. Let them sit in their karma. Let them sit in their misery. It ain't awkward. It's nothing to say. If it's something positive, okay, I'll say good morning or God bless you, how you doing? But I'm continuing to move on. I'm not having a long conversation. I'm not giving you, I'm not letting you swivel and wheeze and trick me out of my position. You're not finna wear that temporary mask to get what you want when you want it and then go back to flipping a script and being a narcissist and trying to defame my character and trying to steal my peace, steal my energy. But so I'm going to get me some breakfast, a good breakfast, get myself together. So I wanted to just put that out there. Continue to pray. I tell you all the time to stay prayed up and positive. Continue to protect your peace. When people start the conversation off negative, okay, God's showing you showing you their spirit. God's showing you how they feel today. God's showing you how they coming. That's how they coming. Cool. You come the whole opposite direction. And they're going to try to come the opposite direction too. You stay being ye steadfast. You're continuing to embody in the work of God. The same person tried to speak witchcraft on me the other day. Listen, I'm not giving negative people the time of the day. Why would I want to stop and listen to you talk negative? All you talk is negative. Y'all are completely two different people. I don't care if people want to call you mean. You got boundaries. You cut people off. It's been accumulating. It's been time and time and time again. You're not going to keep on repeating yourself. Cut people off. You ain't talking to people for a reason. You got to earn stuff in life. People have to get different versions of you. They don't get that positive version of you, that all your good energy version of you, because guess what? They're negative. It's not being reciprocated. They're not pouring back into you. They're depleting you. So they want to call you mean, call me mean. They want to call you mean, call you, guess what? You're not mean. You're not aggressive. But you're not, listen, I'm not nobody's enemy. They my enemies. You're no one's enemy. They're your enemies. No, God made them your footstool. Like, let's not get it confused. See, people have stuff confused. And then I'll be having to cuss them out and have them remember. But that's not who I am. I'm not going to have you. They know who you are. They look at you and watch you and they envy you every single day. Family been envying you your whole life. I don't argue with family. They keep calling. Some of y'all family keep on calling y'all now to come over. Come over for what? So I could feel tension. So y'all can remind me how y'all still jealous. Y'all want to talk to each other and act like I'm not in the room. And y'all don't think, people don't think you can feel those things. Come over for what? So y'all can keep on doing stuff and not apologizing. You live your best life. You don't argue with nobody. Nobody calling your phone, argue. People are, if they calling your phone, they calling you good. Guess what? They want another chance. And people are going to want to get another chance with you in different ways. Rather it's depleting your energy, draining you, arguing with you, setting you up, come over what? To put y'all problems onto me? I'd rather go out and walk in the park. I'd rather go out and go on a vacation. I'm going on a vacation soon. And sometimes you ain't got to run away from your problems, but to get a peace of mind, listen, I don't got nothing to say to nobody. You ain't got nothing to say to nobody. You don't owe nobody nothing. People owe you so much money, apologies, just the respect that you deserve. All that you pour into people and they never pour it back. You go on a vacation or you get a peace of mind, you cut people off. If they say something a little positive, good morning or a compliment, okay, you'll accept it, but you're not, okay, yeah, I'll talk to them today because they seem positive. They ain't positive. They got that mask on. Family know how family is. I don't got time for people no more. They keep showing you time and time again. They let them go try that mess with somebody else. If you're like me, you like to laugh. Listen, we laugh all day. Listen, I was laughing at myself and my wig was backwards. But just laugh, like a mess. Just laughing, positive. Getting fresh air, talking about big goals. We not goals, business. We not sitting around, talking about God, praying about God. We not sitting around complimenting each other, uplifting each other. We, just educating each other. We not sitting around putting each other down, gossiping. We not gossiping about other people. We not being negative. We not speaking spells. We not praying on people on each other downfall. We not cussing each other out. We wishing the best for people. We helping each other. We're pouring into each other. It's ironing, sharpening iron. We're having a good time. People, you're not having a good time with them. They're not a good time. They're negative. It's never a good time with them. It's not. You always have a good time whenever you to yourself or you out with other people that want to have a good time. And people want to get mad because you want to go out with other people. Well, you're having a good time. You're protecting your peace, your energy. Other people in your past are not your assignment. I don't care if you gotta, you gotta deal with them every day, or some of y'all got a co-parent, or it's just life. However stuff happens. The real challenge is how the heck do you hold your peace and protect your energy when it seems like you're in a situation where it's like it's no way out. But that's when you have to let go and let God. People are going through karma. That's a problem. And they want you to save them. They want to put all their problems and they want to put all their karma and they want to put it on you and they want to try to punish you for it. They were not able to destroy you. They were not able to destiny swap you. They were not able to deplete you and tear you down. See, I ain't tear down yet. They want to tear you down to where you're behind bars. You somewhere in a crazy house done lost your mind. Look at and I pray for all the homeless people. I pray for everybody that lost their mind. It's so easy to lose your mind. It's so easy to be angry and be behind bars because people, the wrong people, the ungodly people. And I apologize if it sounds like I'm screaming or I'm aggressive. It's not me having one foot in the kingdom and one foot out. But I'm being real with you because we got to talk about this. Why would I come on this camera and talk about and talk about nothing real? Why would I want to talk about what everybody else is talking about? No, let's talk about what people ain't talking about. Everybody say hold your peace, hold your peace. You doing that? You ain't the problem. It's challenges in life. Going through spiritual warfare, it's challenges. You ain't trying to smoke. You ain't trying to drink to get through it. You ain't trying to argue to get through it. Deplete yourself to get through it. And you don't got to do that. Cut people off. Ain't talking to you. You loving them from a distance. God know you loving them. And everybody going to say, oh, well, God wouldn't want this, God wouldn't want that. But God showed me every single time when I'm taking matters into my own hands. Instead of focusing on what God has for me. You don't got to do too much. God will work on the kings and queens for you. Don't feel bad. You cut people off. People want you to feel bad. And what? Live a life like them? Chaos? You're in your calling right now because when God stepped in and when God called you, you answered God. Other people who want to say, oh, karma not real, or oh, God wouldn't want this, God wouldn't want that. Listen, God is a man that keeps his word. God is an honest God. God is a real God. That's why God will strip you of everything to show you who what you really are. Without the status, without the materialistic possessions, without the Bible, you know God for yourself. We learn the Bible, reread the Bible. A lot of folks go to church and they only praise God on Sundays. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they a demon. They are. And I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've seen them gossip right after church. Faking the anointing. People will fake that Holy Spirit so fast. And one thing about God, God knows the intent. See, we're chosen because of your heart. God knows your heart. That's why everybody can get a second chance. But God really protected you from unseen dangers. Things that you could have been in, but God knew your heart was not in it like that. People are they're going through because their heart is wicked. You never spoke witchcraft on people. You don't get joy out of gossiping about people going to the church. But they go to church and they read a Bible. It's okay. No, how are you living life on a day-to-day basis? How are you treating other people? What are the fruits that you're bearing? Are you being honest with yourself? What is God looking at when you're not at church? When you're not on the camera? How are you really living your life? How are you really treating people? How is your heart really? So it's kind of spiritually complex, but it's a journey. So God say, don't worry about the destination. It's about the journey. And continue to trust him. Know that he's there. He will never leave or forsaken you. See, we read the Bible, but it's also about understanding it. Not just remembering it and wanting to get rewards to know it front and back, but are you understanding it? It's not just for a show. It's not just for a look. It's a lifestyle. And people thought you wasn't chosen because you was in the streets or because of how stuff looked on the outside. Hey, yeah, they thought he wasn't going to make it because things wasn't looking right on the outside, or you shouldn't dream big and this not gonna happen and that's not gonna happen because guess what? It wasn't looking right on the outside, or you're not gonna make it because, amen, it wasn't looking right on the outside. But now they see that God, amen, is working everything out for your good. What they meant for evil, he's turning it around for your good, for your greater. Continuing to bless you exceedingly and abundantly. The rewards are bigger just because you conquered the spiritual warfare. You're going through the spiritual warfare. You're not, you're trying. God sees who's really trying. Amen. God sees who's really being faithful over a few things. It is not easy. So I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.